All right. What is going on, guys? Welcome to this Football Manager 2021 video here today, where we are going to be taking a look at Manchester United in the year 2030. We've simulated. Let's take a look. Let's take a look how they're looking. What players have they signed? How they have succeeded or not succeeded. But if you want to see more videos in this style, if you have any experiments or simulation suggestions, let us know in the comments today, and I might use your suggestion and your idea. But for now, we're going to take a look. So a couple things here. I've taken over just so we can get some reports on players and all of that at 100% in terms of coaches' opinions and whatnot. But the thing is, Ollie was there for 11 years. He was going strong. He's not happy that I came in and took over because he was, well, by going strong. Here you can take a look at a bit of the recent from 2024. You can't scroll further down. You see Premier League champions in there, actually. We'll go through that so you can see it. But he did have some success, definitely domestically, would have, at least in the cup competition, see a few FA Cup wins. But let's take a look. Who have they've currently got, at least? Who have they currently got in this year? Well, you've seen it all around. Bruno Fernandes, we'll touch on him. But Moukoko, we know how good he is in the update. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So won't spend too much time on him. I even did a video on him as well. But worth 76 million. How much did United sign him for? It was at 86 million. But that was covered in a video I did about. But let's go back into the Manchester United club and see Bruno Fernandes still getting it done at 35 years old. We say getting it done. Let's head over to his stats. And I'd say yes. Premier League, 7 goals, 6 assists, average rating. Yeah, it's really holding up there, isn't he? With his ratings. But let's take a look at the whole squad. Let's go over the squad right now. We'll sort by the value to see the absolute stars, and we are going to target the ages a little bit. Players that we know they're not going to be regions and all that. Mason Greenwood, a very, very good striker. He's good to lead the line. Moukoko and Mason Greenwood, he can play on right wing, Mason. He's a very talented player, and he's developed into that in FM21 by the looks of things in this save. And another one, Amad Diallo, looks amazing at 64 million value, that is. I was going to say amazing could be the description of quite a few of the players. Let's take a look at a few others now. See by the ages that Mark Gerardo, he is not a bad player. If you want to see, he actually, signed for Manchester United, 175k. He's a decent young talent coming up for United, so it's good to see that he progresses well. Obviously coming through Barca, he's got, he would have been, without knowing his past history, he would have came through that Barcelona academy. Not sure for how many years. Definitely, I'd say more than that 1 year that it shows in Football Manager. But they got an amazing academy, the La Masia. But he looks like he develops very well. He's a pacey right back. He's going to be hard to contend with going forward, most definitely. And defense, he'll be able to contain wingers, that is for sure. So those are some of the top players. We're not going to go through, select every single player. You can notice some more experienced ones like Hakimi, most definitely. You got Luis Felipe in there. Just a few names. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Some of these names that will be interesting to see how their career played out. Well, he got loaned to Real Madrid, then Real Madrid signed him on a free. I reckon Real Madrid got a good deal there because he's a solid player, like around 40 million, and then United signed him for 16 million, which I think was a good deal as well. Like, I don't think he's ever been signed in this save for maybe a fee that he demands because he's a decent player. Maybe his finishing is not the greatest, but I think it's covered by his composure. But by the looks of things, he doesn't get a proper go. He comes off the bench, even though he's... how much was he play? He was played 31 games, started 21, but for majority, if you're looking down over this side here, you can see the appearances and the goals. He hasn't been used enough. He wasn't used enough, especially as his career's gone on. He's been, he started some, but he's come off the bench in, quite a few games. But it's interesting to see his career progression. So how has this final season gone? Nothing really special talking about here. I'm talking about this Manchester United club looking really, really good. Not good enough to finish top 4. And you could wonder why has Ollie lasted this long? If this was the results in real life, have we got like 10 more years of Ollie? Just so you know, I say we because I am a Manchester United supporter. Have we got 10? No matter who was the manager, I do not think the performances would be good, or the results. You haven't seen the performances exactly, but the results not good enough. Yep, so you know that's right. We'll go on, because then we'll talk about Champions League. Only one Premier League win in this period. That means I wouldn't be happy I wouldn't be happy with that at all. 2024, and then the last one, 2013. That is far from good enough. But then this is the sad thing. UEFA Champions League. No successes. No successes since 2008 in this save. Haven't been able to break through. Let's just go out of interest sake, and there will be something else that's frustrating. Man City just won on penalties against Real Madrid in 2030. So let's see Pass win it. I told you I was a Manchester United supporter. Manchester City, is this what the future of football looks like? I don't like that at all. And I'm not sure, just as a spectacle, many other supporters, Man City, they'll be loving it. They might have got another investor. Who knows? And it's Flick. He's in control now. How long has he been in control? 6 years, and he hasn't got the Flick. Yes, I had to go there. But if we do hover over his career milestone, like look at this: Champions League winners, Premier League. Like, just skip like UEFA Cup and all that. FIFA Club World Cup, you would expect they would win that. UEFA Champions League, Premier League, just pure dominance. Pure dominance. We'll go back to that for a second with the Champions League to see Pass win. Look at, again, how? That's madness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. 5 in the row there. And then back to the Premier League before this turns into a Man City review video. Just wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5 wins there out of the last 6. Out of the last 6 seasons. That is complete madness. We'll just maybe. Hey. I'm at this point, I might not even need to do one. I just want to see. I just want to show you. I wouldn't want to do a specific video on Man City, but yeah, over 200 million spent, 300 million over just a few players there. But yeah, spending big once more. At least 200 million on signings in the last few seasons. But I think that's an additional thing we can see. Let's see the transfers brought in over the years. We'll start at the start of the save. Why don't we? So here we are, big signing. Majority of the budget was spent on Corentin Tolisso from Bayern, 53. Let's just have a quick glimmer at what he did. Yeah, didn't expect him to still be at the club, especially because I couldn't see him in the squad. He could have been in the under-23s at that age, in the reserves, about to be sold. But yeah, he already had some moves. Man United, what did he really do? I wouldn't say he killed it, really, because then he left. I would say if he contributed more goals and assists, maybe if you let him go on a free. But I'd say that's a bit of money loss there. There was a success in one of those seasons, wasn't there? Yeah, the 23-24 season, United just crept by Man City. Keep that in mind as well, how close City were in that season. So yeah, we'll keep in mind the bigger moves here. We're not going to touch on every single one, but the following season, season 2, they spent a lot of money. Kulusevski, he 121 million. Me personally in FM, what do you guys do? I would never spend that much money on one player, no matter how good they are. 100 million is just a no-go for me. Even like 60, 70 plus, unless that might be the maximum. 70 million, I'd say. Maybe 80 million for, one of the best players in the world. But yeah, that's crazy. Philip Max, again, a lot of these players, they're going to be, older now. So you're not going to see a true reflection of their current attributes. But we know these are players, we know their quality. Van Hinkel, Hatibor, those were the guys that were signed for the major prices. A couple on a free with Torvan and Sabitzer as well. So I can't go on about Man City. Man City spent 200 million. United did this season as well. Let's see what they continue to spend. Keep in mind, sold as well. There was a lot sold here. 223 million, so keep that in mind. More sold than was actually signed, so you might not see that for City. You never know. Nuno Santos, 45 million. Everton was 43 million. Harwood, that was a free signing. Don't know much about him. And then Milinkovic-Savic, who he just left now, actually, or he's got, agreed to leave to Marseille. So he was a very good servant. But again, 110 million, maybe that's the way you can defend it. That's the way you can defend it. If he's going to be at the club for that long and provide a very, very consistent value, what would you guys say there? 110 million. Pretty good servant over that many seasons and consistent each year. Just this one, because of his age, really. If you think 7.43 average rating in the previous season while he was 34 years old, that's pretty good to me. And then the 23-24 season, once more, not that much spent in comparison to how much was sold as well, 174 to 221, with one of them being, Ansu Fati. It'll be interesting to see where he is now. Looks like he's at PSG. Yeah, he's an incredible player, but he was spent another big deal. If the money's there, I guess, why not spend it? And in the end, it was a little bit profit. Funnily enough, PSG, they splash big money on players. But for him only being there for a 2-year spell, but in the end, it was profit. So that was a good move. If you look at it in that way, you can't complain. Biggest move, there's, Damsgaard, Akhmetov, 38 million. I just want to check him out. Yeah, he's 32 now. Yeah, I wouldn't say he would be a great player. Let's move on to the next season where only 2 players were signed, but only, you only see 55 million going out. So Victor Lindelof, that's another one. Until 20... Is that how long we need to maintain Victor Lindelof at Manchester United? Got to get through the next few years. But Hakimi, he's very good. But again, it's huge money, 103 million. Then Nicolo Barella, 2 signings for 191 million combined, and then over 200 million, you think, the installments for 2 signings. That is madness to see this. But could this be where football is going as well? Is the prices for players going to keep going up? We're going to have to see about that. That's going to be insane. But it's what's happened over the years. It's always increased. So what would be the reason for it going the opposite way? I can't really defend that. So that's when Moukoko was signed, covered him. Nathan Wood, Sibley. This is where some other players are going to start to come through. Sibley, he doesn't look that great to me. He's still only 28 years old, so he does start pretty young in the game. No real... crazy players here. Nathan Wood as well. He's not bad, but now he's moving on to RC Lons. So generally, this is only a prediction, but let's take a look. Normally, when there's a flop signing, an English flop signing, he just wants to get away. He wants to get away. Get away from the drama, and he ends up going to France. He wasn't having any of that media talk of him being a flop at United. He wasn't taking any, the Twitter drama. That will come for a Manchester United centre-back flop signing. You know who we're looking at there. I don't even need to say his name. And we'll go on to the next season now. Who do they bring in? Luis Felipe. Not too bad. This guy. No long... What? Am I missing something? Why has Son turned into Paraga? What's going on? Is it because he... Well, that's the funny thing for the episode. Son's new name is Paraga. That sounds like a Brazilian name. What did he do post-career? So they signed Son, basically. Luis Felipe, Selami. This is where we're starting to get some regens in. So these early, up until this season, I think pretty good to keep coverage of the signings. There might some Lewis Cook and all that. But it's nice to see what's happened. Because I'm not paying attention at all. The storylines on this is mad. He went to Barca, and then United got him back on loan? I told you, it's madness. After this many seasons, so it wasn't instant, like they just sold him and loaned him back right away. It makes sense in a way. It could be. Imagine this storyline. That will be so interesting. Like years later, he comes back and scores a goal for the United fans, like Terry Henry, like not the same career kind of moves, but coming back to his club where he made his name in England. Most definitely, I don't think there's going to be as bigger moves than that. And it was a couple seasons in a row where it happened again. So, yeah, the Hudson-Odoi move, we saw it happen pretty late in the career in this final season here. So, really, really intriguing. Let us know what you thought of this video. Is there another team you'd like to see me cover in the 2030 experiment? And as I said at the start of the video, let me know any other experiments or simulation type videos I could do. And yeah, I might just use your idea and credit you in the video. So I'll see you guys in the very next one.